What is up, everyone? Welcome back to part 2 of the 3-part series of Bay Area Bugs' California Highway Patrol vehicles that he purchased. So the second one we're going to see right now is a 1/18 scaled Ford Police Interceptor utility with the California Highway Patrol. It has the CHP logos on the front 2 doors, has the flag decal on the rear passenger window, as well as the Safety Service and Security logo on the rear fenders. Taking a look at the front of the model, we have a wraparound push bar, which was 3D printed by me and designed by me as well, with a siren box in the center of the push bar and 2 angled LEDs right next to it, with a custom license plate in the front as well. And taking a look at the upper half of the model, we have 2 front-facing spotlights. And on the roof, we have ALPRs mounted on the front, as well as the side on the rear, right here. And then taking a look on top of the roof, we have a realistic antenna setup, with all the antennas being able to bend, which looks exactly like the real deal. So taking a look at the antennas, they go up pretty high, just like the actual CHP antennas. And there's one small one I forgot to mention in the front right here. And this side is just a mirror image of the other side in terms of decals. And taking a look at the rear, we have the Highway Patrol decals with a Ford decal in the center and a custom license plate in the license plate spot. Now, on the interior of the vehicle, we have a painted interior with a laptop, and on the laptop, I don't know if you can tell, but there is a picture of Bay Area Bugs' video, so it just simulates the officer watching a video or something along those lines, and I thought it was a pretty cool addition. And underneath the model, we can go ahead and see this model has 5 switches. So the first one right here, the white button, turns on all the emergency lights. The second slide switch right here turns on the headlights. Third one turns on the takedown lights, and the fourth slide switch turns on all the emergency lights. And the 5th button switch right here changes the patterns of the emergency lights. So let's take a look at the first switch, which is the steady burning headlights, parking lamps, and tail lights. So right here you can see this model has steady burning headlights and the parking lamps right here, which are those 2 amber LEDs, and nothing on the sides. And in the rear we have red taillights. And I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the taillights have been cleared. They're usually painted all silver, but I cleared the center of the taillights to make it look more realistic. And let's take a look at the second switch, which turns on the front takedowns and spotlights. So we have the white LEDs in the roof light bar, as well as the white LEDs in the front facing spotlights. Let's go ahead and turn those off. And now we can turn on the emergency lights just in the rear. So we have amber and blue LEDs right here. That's a directional pattern pointing to the left, just like the actual CHP vehicles. And now once we turn on the third slide switch, that turns on all the emergency lights. So we have the red added on to the rear, And as you can see, there's no bleed in the light bar because I added bleed canceling inside the light bar so that doesn't happen. And on the side we have a light in the center of the light bar, side view mirror light, and in the front we have red and blue lights in the light bar with a steady red LED on the left half of the light bar, as well as side view mirror lights, push bar lights, and fog lights down below, which are kind of hidden, but yeah. And that's pretty much it for this pattern. This pattern represents the Code 3 pattern that California Highway Patrol vehicles have. Now we can take a look at the parking pattern of the emergency lights. Alrighty guys, so here is the vehicle in park mode. So we have all the emergency lights in the front steady burning. So as you can see, the fog lights, push bar lights, side view mirror lights, and the roof light bar are all just steady burning in the front. On the sides, we can see that the light bar is still flashing, and in the rear we have the light bar flashing as well. All of this is reflective of the actual CHP vehicles. Alrighty guys, so with that being said, let's go ahead and check out this model in the dark. So here's the model in the dark with the headlights, parking lamps, and tail lights turned on. As you can see, the lights are pretty bright, but they're not like blinding, which is reflective of the actual cars. So here are the headlights and the parking lamps, and in the rear we have the tail lights. Now let's take a look at the takedown lights. This is what can actually blind you. You have white LEDs in the roof light bar and the spotlights turned on along with the headlights, but you can turn the headlights off if you so choose. But for demonstration purposes, we'll leave all those on. And let's look at the rear. Looks like the light bar is bleeding a lot, but in reality it's not. It's almost pitch black. So you can turn those off and turn the rear of the light bar on. So we have the amber and blue turned on in the rear, and looking at the front, we don't have anything turned on. And now once we turn on all the emergency lighting, we have the red added on here. It's kind of hard to see, but we have red there. On the side we have the blue flashing, and in the front we have them all steady burning. And now, since you've seen the parking mode, let's go ahead and check out the Code 3 mode. Alrighty guys, so here is the Code 3 pattern. So we have all the lights wig-wagging now. So there's a look at the spotlights. Keep getting covered by the wraparounds. But those are flashing, and all the rest of the emergency lights are all wig-wagging now and are all in sync. So here's the front view, and there's the side. And here is the rear. Alrighty guys, so that does it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I'll try my best to make sure to get back to you guys. Even if I don't, I'll try my best to heart or like the comment so that you know I read each and every single one of you guys' comments. But other than that, stay tuned for part 3 if you're still interested in watching stuff like this. And even if you're not, go check it out. You might like what you see. But other than that guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.